I just finished building an automation for a webinar. This is a live webinar when over 100 people are going to go to that webinar. So we are controlling a mass amount of people on this one. So the first thing that we do is, of course, we created the live page, the webinar, so they can write down the form. And then once they sign in, they're going to go to a thank you page. And this is what happens after that. So internally, all you see in black, we're generating a user. Then we are segmenting that person to know which webinar that person is coming to. And then we are setting the calendar date and time for that webinar. And this is where the communication to our client goes, which is an immediate email with the confirmation that they sign in. Then we add it to their calendar, or reminder to add to their calendar. And here we share the links to others. This is very important because you can share the link of this page on your first email so they can invite even more people that may be interested in your calendar. So once that happens, they get a text message, basically the same information, but a bit shorter. And then here, 7 days before the meeting, so whatever time happens here, it doesn't matter. But 7 days before that meeting, we're gonna get a reminder. They're gonna get a reminder, the participants obviously, and then another reminder to share the links with others and a text message with the same information. Now, 24 hours. For them to 24 hours before the actual meeting, we send another reminder, we send them the actual webinar link. Here's when we want to send the webinar link, even though that the link is on their calendar. You want to make sure that you're over communicating and there's no confusion into what is the link to see your webinar. So there are no excuses. Remember, this is over 100 people looking at your webinar, or you're waiting for them to come into your webinar. So you want to make sure that you over communicate. An hour before the webinar, we got a reminder with the actual link to the webinar. Same thing with the text. 10 minutes before, same thing, saying now the message changes and it's like, connect now. We are waiting for you. The link is here. As I always recommend, wait 10 minutes. So if your webinar is at 8 p.m., just start it at 8:10 p.m. and calculate on that, so you give plenty of time for people to connect. Another advice is, like, if you have somebody helping you, which I hope you do for such a big webinar, you make sure that those people come in first and they're the one greeting all of the people that are coming in. So keep them entertained. See if you have, it's basically like when you go on a concert and you have the first, another band animating the people and making fun and whatever. That's what you want to do for your webinar. And then at 8:10, if it was at 10 minutes after, you want to start your webinar. But here, you send one last email for this thread 5 minutes after 8. So at 8:05, if you start at 8, at 8:05, you send an email saying connect now, is not too late. Just in case people are like, oh, I already missed the time or whatever, they're gonna miss nothing. They're gonna have that link so they can connect and go to your webinar. After that, a bunch of stuff can happen, but this is just a little explanation of how a webinar is done.